Amazing. Here we go. We're going to dive into a topic that we are going to, I'm sure, mine B's personal life extensively about. Because it's a question for the singles out there. Has dating become too expensive? Has it? Everyone's like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, CNBC is reporting that 22% of millennials surveyed are going into debt from dating. Debt for dating. What's it like out there on the scene, B? Is this true?
So yeah, I'm in these streets these days. And it's been a while since I was in these streets. So last time I was in these streets, I was, younger, like in my 20s, just finished college, everybody's broke, everybody's trying to figure it out. Now you're at a different place where there's mortgages and there's rent and there's kids and there's daycare payments and everything is just more expensive. Yeah. So of course dating is going to be more expensive. You look at the cost of a movie ticket now compared to what it used to be. So movie and like a dinner and a movie for two people is like a pretty penny these days. So everything is more expensive. What I would have to say though is going into debt for somebody that I don't even know if I like them that much is absolute nonsense.
Amen. Amen.
Absolute nonsense.
Cut that.
That's unnecessary. Yeah. That's unnecessary. That tells me there's like a lack of creativity happening.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, well, just because, and then I thought maybe I'm dating myself because the last time I was single and I did early adopter of online dating, which was considered like, you didn't do that openly at that point in time. It's a whole different world now. But I remember meeting up with some people and it's like, okay, you go to a crappy, every city across this country has a crappy dive bar. And they sell beer or whatever for like next to nothing. Those still exist. You go in, you play a game of darts. I know I can already feel the women at the end of the table just eye rolling me. But you don't want to, like,
your version of creativity is going to a dive bar.
Yes! You can tell a lot about a person how they play darts, how they accept if you're going to be in kind of like there's a lot of personality in those places. There's a lot of opportunity for people watching. I'm telling you, if you're out of the gate,
very safe.
What?
Like, they're called, the dive bars in certain areas where I live are not safe. I mean, there are fights that break out. Okay. The bathroom is never working. It's dirty.
Oh my God. My point is there are cheaper places to go to. You can find those out. And I would caution, here's where I feel bad. We still have a societal expectation in straight relationships that men pay often, women expect this. And I think we really need to take a look at that because what I fear is there's a lot of guys out there who are trying to impress and they're spending outside of their means. And I think, if you're doing that, I'm gonna say, like, caution you get what you pay for. Meaning if you are paying up expensively right out of the gate, that is gonna be one expensive relationship.
That's the expectation. And so that's another thing I've noticed in this phase of dating where I'm at a certain level where there are certain things I can do for myself, certain things I can buy for myself, certain experiences I can just create for myself. So part of it is creativity, but it's also honesty in knowing kind of what your boundaries are, what your comfort space is. I want somebody who can at least do for me what I can already do for myself. If you can't already do for me what I can already do, then what are we doing here? Right. I have 2 kids already. Yeah. I don't want to take care of anybody else.
Right.
So I'm honest about that, right? Okay. And it just feels like you get the ball rolling. If you introduce me to the matinee of, spending all this money on me, that's what I'm going to expect through the whole thing. That's what I'm going to expect through the whole feature.
Georgia on Facebook agrees with you, I think, because Georgia says, the person I'm dating now asked me to go on a run for our first date, and I said no.
Creative!
But that's
she said no. She said no.
But she's honest. Yeah. Okay, then
he took me out for drinks and dancing instead and paid, and now we're together and go for runs all the time.
Okay, that's
so there's a balance, but I need to know they can treat me right and spoil me a little or a lot. Cynthia does not agree with Georgia.
I know, Georgia, you do you, but I just think, like, this idea of we have to be spoiled, like, I will find that information out about you on those first couple dates. It's an intel mission. You got to figure out, like, does this person have a job? What is that job? You're going to ask all these questions. You're going to find out a lot about that person. Are they nice? Am I attracted to them? Those first couple of things, I need to know that. I don't really care about the frills. Just tell me who you are.
Yeah, but I don't think that, like, I think that you're good and done. You're locked, right? Like, out there, right? right now, people are saying it's expensive to get to the experience of meeting someone and talking about it. And I'm locked too. I don't have to worry about this. Thank God.
Luckily for you all.
I'm sorry, B, that it's costing, but I think that the reality out there for a generation of people who are single and who are trying to experience love and make connections with people is that it costs. I think that there are many reasons, cost of living, all that, but I also think that it's because not for lack of creativity, but too much creativity. People are so creative already on their own social media accounts. Like, just think of something as simple as an outfit. You've already shown every outfit in your closet before going out on a date. So before you go out on a date, you're gonna say to yourself, I don't wanna wear the thing I've already shown like 2 months ago on Instagram. I'm gonna need a new dress. So you go out and you get the new dress. People have already seen me in these earrings. I'm gonna get a new pair of earrings. I mean, listen, you roll your eyes, and I get it, roll your eyes at those people, but I would be one of those people if I were single. I would say, oh wait, I've seen this outfit, he's probably seen this outfit because he's creeped me on Instagram.
This shirt is not going on a date anytime soon because everybody's seen it now. So I get your point.
You understand, right? If you were to go on a date, you're gonna wear something that hasn't been on your Instagram. And that's what this is.
Yeah, it's part of wanting to impress that person. In terms of what you were saying, Cynthia, in like getting to know somebody and using those first few initiations as like, let me just see who you are. Let me just find out who you are. But the thing with dating now is some of that already happens before you actually physically meet the person. There's this whole thing now where a guy won't approach me in person. He'll meet me in person, then he'll follow me on Instagram, then he'll like a few pictures, then he'll start to comment and DM on stuff in my stories, and then we might get to talking, getting to know each other. So we've already established there's some attraction. I know what you do, and you know what I do, and blah, blah, blah. Now when we get together in person, it's to see, is there that physical chemistry?
Right.
And then some of what you were saying, Lainey, in terms of wanting to impress in that moment, that's also a slippery slope that people fall into.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of everything. But I think if people were creative and honest.
And expensive.
I'm just so happy I'm not dating right now. I feel terribly in so many ways. Like, how is this woman single? That's what I need to know.
Because the dating pool has pee in it. That's why.
Oh, I'll leave that there. That's a good way to put it.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.